some news to get through today, but the main thing I'm talking about today is which classes you should be playing in 11.2. And I'm not just going to go through like your typical tier list of, oh, here's the top DPS. We actually have a new breakdown here from Icy Veins based on a ton of statistics of which class could be, DPS class could be the best for you to play in 11.2. But let's get into this stuff real quick first. Oh, watching the news? No, you're watching me talk about something real important here. I'm a man of the people. People know me by that term. How do I hold the energy that I do every day to help the people out? It's GFuel, guys. Right now I'm drinking Gohan's Blackberry Tea. Fantastic flavors, good stuff, zero sugar, full of energy, a good way to game and to play at your highest level the way I do every day. You can use code Samiccus at checkout to get your favorite GFuel up to 30% off. Try it now. Classic Time Walking Turbulent Timeways is here. Probably my favorite time walking of the time walkings, if I'm being honest. I think the classic versions of dungeons are they're just fun. I don't know, it takes me back to the old days. So, yep, you got your classic dungeons here, which also means you are going to be able to get some of the classic mounts and things like that. Reigns of the Frey Feather, the Sandy Shale Wing, things like that. So, get in there. Purchase those things if you want to purchase them. Do the Turbulent Timeways event. It's a great way to level up your alts very quickly and gear them out very quickly. So that's a nice thing here. Also, we got the Mysterious Fortune, Winds of Mysterious Fortune event going on. So, and for the first time, the Winds of Mysterious Fortune, if you don't remember, by the way, is a reputation buff, 100% reputation gains across the board. Now includes your Undermined Cartels. For the first time. So this has gone live before, but this is the first time it includes the cartels. That's right. So all of your cartel reputations that you've been grinding out and still haven't gotten done, you should be able to get them done during this event. This event goes until August 12th, so get in here, finish out these things, and do some maybe broken content. That's right. For the Turbulent Timeways event, or not Turbulent Timeways, for this event, you can also do your typical quests, but maybe in a broken way. That's right. So not too long ago, the Bilgewater Cartel had a world quest that you could do in a broken way. By broken, I mean you join a raid and you do the quest, and it allows you to infinitely grind the NPCs for the currency because you can't complete the quest while in a raid, right? Well, that got hotfixed not too long ago. This might get hotfixed because Blizzard watches my stream, right? So they're going to see this and probably hotfix it. But until they do, you could do some really quick Steam Weedle Cartel grinds, right? Get this shit done. You can go and do the rooting out counterfeits quest with a similar method to the Bilgewater Cartel, but this is for Steam Weedle, where you join a raid after you picked up the quest and then just grind out NPCs infinitely, getting yourself those 2,000 what are they called? This fucking currency to get your Paragon boxes. So getting the Paragon boxes will give you a shot at the Bronze Goblin Wave Shredder, which a lot of people mount. That's a mount. So getting the currency takes a lot of work, but if you can infinitely grind it, it makes it that much easier. So getting out there, getting this grind in before it gets hotfixed might be the best choice for the day. So now jumping into 11.2, guys. We have a tier list here, and I'm going to go through it, but I'm also going to dive a bit deeper to tell you which class you should be playing in the upcoming 11.2 patch, and for Season 3 in its entirety. So here we go, real quick. Overall, this was updated on July 20th. S tier right now on the PTR. Frost DK, Arcane Mage, Marksmanship Hunter, Fire Mage. Fire Mage moved up here from last time. We also have your A tier Beast Mastery Hunter, Havoc Demon Hunter, Survival Hunter, Ass Rogue, Shadow Priest, Enhancement Shaman, Frost Mage, Demonology Warlock, Outlaw Rogue. And then we got A tier as well. So, I mean, look, rounding out A tier to S tier, really, skill can make a big difference there in terms of where you end up standing at the end of the day with your DPS charts. But right now, a lot of these classes are sitting pretty close. There isn't a lot of B and C tier. Everyone seems to be pretty well balanced at the top. So how do you break it down even further? Well, Icy Veins has a new chart and a new way to look at your DPS classes in terms of the ways that you can decide what you want to play if you just want to play the S tier class for the entire patch. And here it is. So this new way of looking at your classes breaks down single target damage, AoE damage, priority target DPS, defensives, playstyle, and utility. So based on all of these statistics here, we have a new list of the best classes to play going into 11.2. Sub Rogue is doing insane on PTR. It is, and it's up here on this list. So let's check out the list real quick. Right now, top of the list, Frost DK is actually doing really, really good. I mean, look at this. 10s across the boards in terms of DPS. Also doing really good in terms of defensives, playstyle, utility, and everything. So, I mean, it's looking good for Frost DK. Now, we're looking at Arcane Mage, a little bit less on single target and AoE damage, but their utility is much higher. So, you want to be, you know, very useful to a raid or a group. This is a good class to play, right? Priority target DPS, also really good, and good defensives as well. Looking down here, Havoc Demon Hunter ranks at the 3rd, and where it falls off a little bit from your top 2 classes here, a little bit less defensives and a little bit less utility. Also, when it comes to single target damage, they kind of match for Arcade Mage here, but also at AoE, they're a little bit behind when it comes to Frost DK. Hinkleberry, thank you for the sub, man. Welcome to our Scourge. Overall, you start to see a drop-off here, really, in, what's it called, playstyle, utility, and defensives. That's where things start to kind of shake themselves out in terms of what's the top here and what starts to fall between after the top 3. Demonology Warlock, Marksmanship Hunter, Frost Mage, Ass Rogue, and Fire Mage, kind of rounding out your top 10 here. And then after that, we start to see your Monks, Shadow Priest, Outlaw, Rogue, Enhancement Shaman. I'll link this chart in the chat. You guys can start to look at this stuff and really break it down further. Sub Titty down here, let's see. We saw they were doing good. Looks like where they're lacking is utility and play style. Across the board, it seems pretty even for them. Single target DPS, AoE, priority DPS. So overall, Sub Titty looks like it's well balanced, but not looking as good as, say, you know, at the top here, we got Frost Death Knight just pumping their asses out in terms of every single type of DPS, single target, and AoE. Again, this is a cool way to break it down. You take all this with a grain of salt. At the end of the day, you play what you like playing. And most of these classes seem pretty well balanced as we looked at the tier list earlier. So really, if you play what you like and you're good at what you like, you'll probably have the best experience possible. But this is another way to look at your classes, break them down further. Again, I'll link this in the chat and I'll link it down below for you guys to check it out. And of course, at the very bottom, Augmentation Evoker. I mean, play it. My God. Poor Augies, man. Poor Augies. That is all in terms of news.